Welcome to our monthly Honor of Veterans ceremony. For the month of October, we have the pleasure of honoring Constantine S. Koutsakis, who served in the U.S. Navy.
He lived by the values etched in every soldier during basic training, by continuing to serve his family, his church, his community with loyalty, respect, honor, and integrity.
And for almost 3 years, your father served with distinguish on the USS Tweed, which I was enjoying his MOS, his classification. He was a fireman too, and I said, I've done a lot of things in the military, but being a fireman and doing your regular job wasn't two of them, but to see what he did, serving on that ship. And then coming home and working for GE and Aurora Insurance and continuing on, giving back as a fire safety inspector. You can never leave the job, even though he got it out of his blood probably when he was in the Navy, but to come back. But most importantly, to be a historian to the men that served on that cruiser that sank in 1945. They continued to meet every year, and he kept a history of the men on that battleship alive. And that says a lot. I believe he said it was one of his hobbies, to make sure the memory was never forgotten. And I always say that when we honor a living veteran and a veteran, when we talk about people, is really, you look around the room, is talking about the extraordinary things they did, to let the people know, yes, I guess time heals. Doesn't really heal when you lose somebody. You just learn to live with it. But what you can't learn to live with is to stop talking about the person and the legacy that they've had, an impact on the community, just like your father, your grandfather, and one continues to give back.
An individual who poured himself totally into community, poured himself empty because of his love of his faith and his community. So this morning we say thank you to a person of greatness in Constantine Koutsakis, and we call to mind his great contribution, and my hope and prayer is that he rests in peace for eternity, for the great work that he did.
He grew up without a father, yet he knew how to be the best father there ever was. He was always there for us, and he was part of a generation that was resilient and dedicated. We're so proud of who he was, and we are very thankful for this opportunity to reflect on him and also to be able to honor him. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming, for the kind words, and for all your friendship. Thank you.